Hey guys, what's going on and welcome to your latest Leeds United news. Now, we have to talk about two different things we have to talk about today. I think we should just get into the first one. Make sure you do subscribe because we're on the goal now to 800 subscribers. Like the video because it helps get to more people. And let's get into the news that we have to talk about this morning. Let's start off with the first one. And this one is about the striker, of course, we were linked with, Rodrigo Muniz. It has come out by Lyle Thomas that it understand that as far as Fulham are concerned, Rodrigo Muniz is not for sale and will be staying at Fulham this summer. He remains as an important part of Marco Silva's squad and amid the interest from Leeds United and others because we were linked with him. Someone that we wanted, someone that I wanted because I think he's a very good striker. At the moment, he's back up in the Premier League for Fulham, but there is a chance that he can be a starter this season for Fulham, and I think he's good enough. So he's going to be staying at Fulham, which is fair because I think Fulham want to keep him. And yeah, just it looks like basically that he's not going to leave and he'll be staying at Fulham, which is kind of a bit sad because I did want him at Leeds United. But it's one of those things where, once this kind of thing happens and the player doesn't want to leave or they say he's not for sale, we just have to move on to the next person. Of course, I've seen so many tweets by people tweeting out like, "Oh, let's try and get someone else now. Let's move it." Like people are acting like you don't have a bunch of names. Like the club don't have a bunch of names already down and already talking to a bunch of players at the same time. People, like, I see some tweets and I'm wondering if they know how transfers work and how it works. They don't just go for one player at a time. They look at the players and they probably talk to a couple of them at the same time, seeing who's available and who's not. It's come out basically that Rodrigo Muniz isn't available. So you go down to the next person that's available on your list that you can try and see if we can get. And yeah, so I mean, as I said, I'm sad because I think he would have been very good for us. I think he would have been the striker that we needed to be the starter. But now we just got to go for someone else because, I mean, once that bid got rejected that we put in, I'm like, let's not put another one in because I think it will be too much money for him and I think we'll be overpaying for him. I'm happy that we're moving on now on to the next one, and yeah, we'll find out who the next person is, and I'm hoping we can see I think we see a couple of players through the door once the end of the month hit. Once it hits July, we're gonna see a couple of players through the door. I reckon in the first couple of days, I could see like a bang, bang, bang. A couple of players through the door between the first and third. Basically, I could see that happening. Just quick fire, bang, bang signings. I could see that happening. And yeah, we move on to the next one. Now, the second bit of news, there's not much to talk about with Rodrigo Muniz, just the fact that he's not for sale, basically. And yeah, so we got to move on to the next thing we have to talk about. And the final thing we have to talk about, it is the fact that Leeds United summer transfer target addresses White's link and reveals blueprint for next move and his ambitions to play in the Premier League. A Leeds United summer transfer target has opened up on his Premier League ambitions and and a desire to leave his current club. The YEP have reported last week that Gabriel Muniz, of course, the left back that we're after, because we do need a starting left back. Like we all know that. We all know we need a starting left back at Leeds United, and he's one that I would take. Rodrigo Muniz, for me, is a very good player, and I think someone that could work well at Leeds United. So the report is that Gabriel Gudmundsson is one of the left back Leeds United have been taking an interest in as they look to fill a problem position for Daniel Farke. From July 1st, Farke will have just one player capable of playing in that role remaining in his squad. Both Junior Firpo and Sam Barham will be out of contract, with the latter yet to come to an agreement. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Sam Barham. I don't know if we're giving Sam Barham a new deal. I'd like to see us give Sam Barham a new deal, though. I think he's good enough to be a backup and an option in the Premier League. So it's basically just if he wants to stay or does he want to go somewhere else and be a starter and play more football somewhere else. But I'll be fine with us keeping Sam Barham. I think I really want Sam Barham to stay. So hopefully they can get a deal done where he can stay at the club. I mean, we're going to find that out pretty soon because his contract's about to come to an end. And agreement for a new deal, basically. And Firpo expected to rejoin Real Betis. We already know about that. That leaves Isaac Schmidt. So Schmidt's our only player that can play left back that's left. Who barely featured in the Championship last season and appeared to be viewed as more of a winger than a defender by Farke. There is a thing to say, hey, Schmidt's going to be the competition if we did bring in Gudmundsson. You can have those two. I do think Schmidt's going to play more this season than he did last season, by the way. I think Farke's going to use him more off the bench, especially. And having someone like Schmidt in the squad is very good. Someone who can play in both positions. You can bring him on and play him left back, or you can bring him on and play him on the wing. So it's a good thing to have those type of players that have different roles and they can go in different positions, based off how games are going. Anyway, Gudmundsson had a year remaining on his contract at Liga inside at Lille, and so anticipate that there would be rumours over his future this summer. He was speaking. He had an interview with Swedish outlet Halland Sposden. I suppose he said that's completely wrong. He had an interview. It will do little to quieten the noise around him, speaking during a holiday back at home after linking up with the international team for the post-season fixtures. The defender openly addressed the links to Leeds United. This is what he had to say. I have been at Lille for 4 years and have 1 year left on my contract, so it is it is entirely reasonable. Sorry, it is entirely reasonable that there is speculations. He said, that's what he had to say, and he also said it has gone very well for me. So it's no secret that things can happen this summer. I have ambitions to take the next step, to take a step forward, basically, and we'll see what happens. So he basically then talked about how he can take a step forward, how he wants to play in the Premier League, his ambitions to be playing in the top league in the world. I can only say that Leeds is a good team. So he talked about saying that we're a good team that plays that are playing in the Premier League next season. I mean, we haven't played in the Premier League yet, but we're about to play in the Premier League. A league and a country where I also have an ambition to one day play, considering that I grew up watching that league. It's a league that I appreciate very much. Social media speculate that he's gonna that he was oh yeah, that's when he was the rumors of him being spotted at Thorpe Arch, which was a lie, which wasn't true. I can say that much, that it was not true. He said it himself that it wasn't true. I'm on holiday and have spent my 2 weeks after the national team here at home. I was very clear with both Lil and my agent that I am focusing on the national team, and then I have a holiday. It is very important for me to be able to switch off completely, and be able to recharge for the upcoming season. Uh, Gudmundsson is not alone. That's just so yeah. Basically, what he's saying is basically he wasn't at Thorpe Arch, which we all basically knew after a little bit. We all got basically told that that wasn't true and he wasn't at Thorpe Arch. But it looks very good signs for Gudmundsson. So Rodrigo Muniz not coming to Leeds and not going anywhere, staying at Fulham. But Gudmundsson looks like it's going in a good trajectory. Hopefully that we can get that signing done, because I think he'll be a great player for us and a good starter. The starting fullback that we do need for the Premier League. So yeah, that's the news for this morning. Hopefully there is some more news later and new stuff comes out. As I said today, you look at today and it's getting closer and closer to the start of July, where you think that's where all the signings are going to happen, 1st of July. That's when the whole PSR thing resets. So that's when you think all the signings will be done, and like you could see a bang, 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 and that's what I think. So I think the rumors are going to start heating up in the next couple of days, where you're going to hear a lot of stuff. Don't read into it all as true, because there's going to be some bullshit alongside with the good stuff and the true stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about both Gudmundsson and Rodrigo Muniz. Like, let me know about everything, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.